Hello everybody, today I'm going to show you how I made my Bogies suspension. So the first thing we're going to do is put some wheels on the chassis like this. Then the next thing we're going to do is place some placeholder props for PA. So what we're going to do is we're going to put 2 points on partner wheels. I'm putting them on the top here. And then we're going to open up our menu, go to points, select the 2 points, center, and then set the third point to the center. And we're just going to move this prop to the center, right below it, like this. Alright, now I'm just going to do that for each set of wheels. Okay, good. Now that we've done that, we're going to get another placeholder prop, and I'm going to put that on the inside, just like that. And then what we're going to do to mirror this over is I'm going to put the first center point there, and the second one in here. I'm just going to stack that over. It's just an easy way of doing it. Then I'm going to go ahead and mirror it. Right, so now we got all our placeholders in place. We're going to go ahead and make the wheel spherical. And now that we've done that, we're going to go ahead and start our constraints. Before we do that, let's go ahead and put some weight on this prop. Let's say that this is going to be a medium tank, right? So, 2-ton base. Go ahead here. Attach these points to the base. And the way you do that is you just put 2 points down somewhere. Select the base and then attach with the menu. But if you're watching this tutorial and you don't know how to use PA, then I recommend learning PA before watching this. Now we're gonna go ahead and make rigid ropes from the wheels to the 2 points there. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on width so you can see it. Alright, now that we've done that, I'm gonna go ahead and test this. Alright, and it should all nicely move. And as you can see, they can't go back and forth, that's very important. So, for the next step, we're going to have offset elastics. And the way I do that is I just put the mass center, I put the points in the mass center of the placeholder prop, attach it to the base, and then the other point goes to the wheel. And then that's where the elastic's going to be. And we're going to use 2 elastics to give it strength, because if you only use one, it's very weak. Way too soft to be usable on combat vehicles. You probably could use it on a super light chassis though. Say like a car or something. Not that you should be using this suspension on a car. Alright, so now that we've done all the elastics, we're gonna go ahead and do wheels, all socket wheels, same way you would on the rear of a car. And the way we do that is we just lock the Y and Z, and then we go ahead and I'm gonna do plate to wheel. And you can also do the double ball socket thing where it's wheels to plate afterwards, but it's not necessary on this sort of chassis. It's pretty much done already. The last thing you'd want to do is put a drive wheel and connect them all up. Another thing you'd probably want to do is go ahead and adjust these elastics to your liking. And one thing you could do is, if you don't know how this works, so let's say you try to use constraint information and it doesn't work, right? So what you do is you just dupe the vehicle, and then you can use the constraint information tool. Now, for whatever reason, it doesn't really work on bases most of the time, but that's probably because of a parenting issue. But there you go. And then in here you can check the settings and adjust them accordingly. Now the last thing I want to show you guys is how you link them. So there's two types of linking you can use with this type of suspension. There's the rigid rope method and then the elastic method. Now the elastic method just uses the same elastic with the two partner wheels. So that's going to be the elastic method. And this is going to be the rigid rope method. Now the difference between the rigid rope method and the elastic method is the rigid rope method will make your suspension very strong, very stiff. And that's really good if you have, say, like a self-propelled gun that's really heavy or anything like that. So, as you can see, it is super stiff, which kind of sucks because it means there's not going to be much cushioning. But as you can see, it works like an actual bogie would. The only problem is you're just not going to have any sort of dampening. You're also going to have lots of bounce because of it. But that's why I use the elastic method instead. That's the rigid rope one. Whoops. It doesn't do the same that the rigid rope method would, where it would push and move the other wheel. It only does it slightly. But it likes to do whatever. It still works the way it would. It seems to help with comfort a bit when you go over bumps and stuff and fly off of ramps. Other than that, it doesn't really do much. So you should just do the unlinked method unless you're doing something special, like say you're making a World War II vehicle and you want to use this method for it. But I'd say go with this method, because there are some Russian vehicles out there that don't have bogies that are linked with each other like this. They're just free-floating or whatever. Well, I hope this tutorial was helpful, and hello, and was able to help you make some somewhat decent bogie. I don't know if this is a decent method of doing it. I just kind of, you know, designed it the other day and figured, hey, it works, I'll slap it on a tank or whatever. If it works on that, then I'll make a tutorial, and here we are. I'll also go ahead and give you example chassis and a finalized tank that uses the suspension. Have fun!